Hello everyone and welcome to Web Analytics with hands-on projects in R. My name is William Shin and I will be your instructor through this series of videos. Here's a slide that describes a little bit about my background. I do have a scientific training, but during that training I was able to gain a lot of experience with R, extensive work with Google Analytics and plotting and really presenting analytics solutions to both scientific and non-scientific audiences. And so whatever your background is, whatever your training is, I trust that my experience will really best prepare me to guide you through this journey and show you just how exciting and powerful web analytics can be. Here's a brief outline of some of the things that we will learn in the upcoming sections. In section 1, in the brief introduction to web analytics in R, we'll walk you through some of the basic concepts of web analytics. Here we will compare ways that decisions have been made in business traditionally versus the things that we're able to do nowadays with analytics, with key performance indicators, and how these can really give us the insight in order to make data-driven decisions that are most effective for you, your business, and your website. In section 2, we're going to walk you through the installation of packages and dashboards. There you'll see how we can install R on your Linux, Mac, or Windows device. And there we'll also have a brief introduction to some basic plotting as well as basic dashboard building that we will continue to use throughout this course. In section 3, we're going to begin more of our hands-on projects section of this series. And there we will focus on visitors. There we'll walk you through some of the first demonstrations of how we can use data that we download from the Google API in order to really get a better picture of how your website has been performing. We'll create plots like these where we will show you the number of page views attributed to visitors who have visited 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times or more, and see how these numbers can be improved so that you can gain more returning visitors as well as more loyal visitors for your content or for your products. In section 4, we're going to dive a little bit into the different pages on the structure of our web page. There we will cover the very important concept of exit rate and bounce rates and the differences between them, as well as different caveats of how these were actually measured and what sort of behavior or visitor behavior can throw these numbers off. There we will walk you through how we can kind of look at the structure of our web page and see which of the pages are the ones that are the most problem areas. And by doing so, we'll be able to really specifically target pages that are not effective and show you ways that these different exit rates and bounce rates can be improved. In section 5, we're going to take a step back and look a little bit more long-term when it comes to our website. And so what we'll do there is we're going to take some of the metrics and the analysis that we explored in sections 2, 3, and 4 and see how they can be used to compare our short-term performance of our website with the long-term performance of our website. And there, one of the things we will do is create a dashboard where we compare either the daily views, the new and returning visitors, or the exit and bounce rates for 2 different years. And by doing so, we'll be able to see what worked, what didn't, and really what we can do to make things better going forward. And in the last section, we're going to take a step back. And rather than going through more demos, we're going to examine some broader questions regarding how we can be effective analysts in the future. And some of the things that we will cover include pitfalls and frequently asked questions for first-time or new analysts. There we will really see different concepts such as the trap of averages, as well as the trap of analysis paralysis. And really, towards the end of that section, we'll hopefully be able to address some of these issues and really help you continue to be effective analysts going forward in the coming months and years. So some of the goals that we hope to achieve in this series is to help you track and measure and analyze your website's performance using R and really walk you through exactly how this can be done and what insights and analysis can actually be performed. We'll also help you really get the most out of R's analytics capabilities and use them to generate insightful reports and visualizations that are right for you. And with the demonstrations and the code that will also be included along with these presentations, we will hopefully give you a comprehensive tutorial on how you can begin performing efficient web analytics using Google Analytics and R to increase your website's effectiveness. There are a few helpful prerequisites, but really none of this is required because there will be some extensive coding in this series. Some programming experience in any language, whether it's HTML or Java or Python, would certainly help you navigate a little bit easier, especially if R is a new language for you. But we will hopefully give you the necessary resources and walk you through the necessary steps where this is not going to be required. And also, since we will try to cover a big breadth of knowledge when it comes to web analytics, it may help you orient yourself if you come with the basic understanding of what web analytics is and can and cannot do. But again, this sort of background is something that will be helpful but not required to be successful in this course. So that concludes this presentation, and we hope to see you in this coming series. Thank you very much.